Kaila Kastokla, Nugo Amlat Sutalas, Hetman Ligami Jessica Barudan. I'm grateful for all of you taking time to watch the film Braiding Knowledge through Breath, Language, and Movement. And what I'd love for you to take away from this film is taking the time while you're watching to be in your body, to notice your breath and notice any sensations that arise. And what I'm so proud of about this work is how empowered the women are in this story, in this sharing of our Kwakwa women. And I want you to keep in mind that we filmed this over a very short period of time in very remote villages. And the focus of our film, the focus of our time together was about healing and gathering and focusing on our wellness, not about making the film. So having that inside view and understanding of just how sacred our time was together on these lands. So, Kaila Kasla, and thank you. What inspired me to start this journey with the First Nations Women's Yoga Initiative really began from a deep longing, a deep yearning for connection to myself, and then as well, a deep connection to community, a deep connection to language and culture and to our land.
Thank you. Like I said, I only got up this early for yoga.
Yoga is an embodiment practice where as we move our bodies, our inner deep truths come out. Yoga is a reconnection methodology. It's about remembering who you are and spending time with yourself and your breath.
To learn how to breathe, to learn how to hastikala, to learn how to hastikyo, they know the importance of it.
It's really less about our physical capacity to move.
And perhaps we could do some nice shoulder rolls.
Getting more intentional about how we can use our voices through chanting, through prayer, through language learning.
Inhale, arms up, overhead.
And how we can really connect to our bodies as well as connecting with one another. So it's really about kinship, it's about community, and it's also a tool that we use to come together to learn about other cultures.
It's a true honor to work with Indigenous women of this land, to witness Indigenous women reclaiming their own practices and to share the practices of my ancestors and deepen my relationship to my ancestors simultaneously. It touches me in a really deep place. Due to colonialism, our relationship to our Indigenous languages has been fractured and sometimes lost. I understand my native tongue, but I don't speak it. When I'm practicing yoga to reclaim my ancestral languages, Sanskrit, Gurmukhi, Punjabi, these languages hold wisdom from my ancestors. Adavira told me, when I speak my languages, my ancestors can hear me.
My ancestors were at one time stripped away from our cultural practices, from language, forbidden from moving their bodies, forbidden from practicing Ayurveda. It is in the grandfathers and the grandmothers who behind closed doors continued these practices and continued to hold on to their truth and what they knew was true and right and sacred.
To connect with our chants, our healing songs, to connect with our own knowledge systems, and also reflect that parallel to yogic knowledge from the indigenous knowledge of India, and to really distinguish our ʼwakw to another beautiful spiritual system. And I think that allowed us to have a healing container.
The pain that we're living with, this intergenerational trauma of cultures being erased and holding on to our values and our culture, whatever that may be for us, that has had a transformational effect on my life. And when you feel ready, if your eyes are closed before opening them, maybe swinging yourself side to side, so just starting to find a little swing in your arms, twisting through your whole upper body, the way the wind was touching and kissing your cheeks, and really seeing how many powerful parallels there are between your beautiful culture and mine, in the power in language reclamation, in the power in being in community, sisterhood, the joy that comes in moving our bodies, whether it's through yoga or dance, the way that we can connect to our spirit and our heart through drumming or kirtan. The biggest thing has just been a deep respect for our elders.
We used to stand here and do that when we were kids. Yeah!
Connecting with our fluent speaker, ʼwakw, she's been a huge inspiration for me in learning our Kwakwa language. And she's been a support for all of our learners in this program, all of our facilitators. She's really held the space in ways that we can ground our sessions in prayer, and just guiding it in her ways of humor and storytelling and teachings, reminding us of that deep wisdom within our language. For most of my life, I felt very disconnected, and I felt a lot of heavy emotions, a lot of pain, shame, different things that I carried for so long that didn't really belong to me. Yoga came into my life as a way of feeling my body in different ways that didn't hold so much.
For me, I was always racing. You know, I never realized how important it was to take care of me. Even just to learn how to go, you know, it's gonna get better, you know. Like even just to do that, before it was just like, wala sa mula, I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be amongst you. Beautiful young people.
I stepped into the program thinking that I was going to be teaching, and what I came to realize soon into the program is that actually I was a student. I think that one of the things that's been particularly healing for me is recognizing who I am and who I'm not, and feeling really strong in that, and seeing the value in how I walk in the world. The women that we support all have their own ways of expressing themselves and their own strengths, and there was something about being with them that helped me to be a little bit softer on myself and start to accept myself in ways that I haven't in the past.
And seeing what's possible when we choose to be in community with women And when we uplift each other and hold each other, not only when we're feeling our highest, but creating spaces where we don't just say it's okay to show up in your grief, but we mean it.
To connect to my family and my community in a deeper way, and to really start to imprint and learn about our territory and the land. And the only way I've learned how to do that is through ceremony. And yoga has helped me to navigate that ceremony through the breath and through the values and through the ways of being.
It's like the quiet side of the revolution, but it's just as important as being on the front lines. This desire and this willingness and this real longing and ache for reconnecting, and just seeing how the women were so committed to this work made me even feel like I need to push deeper to keep hold of my roots to my language and continue passing that down.
Beautiful, beautiful. Was das ʼwakw o gans mai gans bukuine. Is against what ma or like alens quite na gans ʼwakw at so quite ma gans hilens gans let's gag or gans bukut. And what I just said is how important it is to take care of our spirit, our whole being, so that we can go and help out the rest of our people, our families.
I want to see our circle getting bigger and stronger, and for us to be connected to our territories so that we can strengthen that connection to spirit, a connection to self, that we can be strong in our house, in our families, in our social systems, and that we can be deeply rooted on the land, be vessels for healing.
So, how many of you feel like you're just jumping for joy inside and out? Everyone clap if you feel good. If you don't, then join the third